Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing like a full dedicated tutorial on the brand new Colourpop Clay Cool palette. This palette is just absolutely stunning. I mentioned it quite a few times in this tutorial that it's just, I feel it is absolutely perfect for this time of year, the colours and the tones. It's definitely a very fall autumnal themed palette. These colours for this time of year, chef's kiss every damn time. So if you just want to have a wee chit chat with me, see how I got this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Oh no. I'm just gonna jump right into this tutorial because I look crazy. You crazy girl. You crazy, crazy girl. So I'm just jumping right on in. I'm going to start my base makeup first. So I'm going to be taking the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Literally the only reason I'm taking this today is because it's nearly done and I'm trying to get rid of it. I love this. I love this when that happens. I still absolutely love using our products. I find it so satisfying and so amusing for some reason. So I'm just going to take a couple of pumps of this just over my face. Oh, and please do tell me what you think of the lighting in today's video, guys. Do you like it? Do you vibe with it? What do you think? I'm not using natural lighting. I have a wee ring light in front of me and I actually just trying and testing out a couple of different lighting situations. So far so good, I quite like it. I don't know, I'm trying to get away from natural lighting for some reason. Like I love natural lighting and that's what I've used for years at this point. But do you know what my problem is? My problem is looking and comparing myself to everybody else. And nobody else uses natural lighting, so I may be thinking like I'm unprofessional or I don't know. But yeah, you can let me know what you think of it. So for foundation I'm taking the Be Perfect Chrome Cover. Does this happen to anybody else? But my pump is just So the shade I'm taking in the Chroma Cover is N4, by the way. This is the shade I've been using in the past couple of tutorials and I'm loving it. I have to say I love the foundation, as you know, but it's a very difficult foundation to actually get like the perfect match. I don't know how many bottles of this foundation I have in my collection. So I have the shades N5 and N6. Oh my god, I'm using the wrong shade. Hold on, N4, N5. Oh my god, hold on, I'm using the wrong shade. Hold on, I'm so confused. Yeah, I'm using the wrong shade. Okay, the shade I have been using over the past couple of days is N5. What I was about to say was I have N4 and I have N6. So I had got N5, which is in the middle of N4 and N6, funny enough. So I was like, it's bound to be the perfect match for me, and it is. So yeah, N5, oh my goodness, and I think I'd replied to some of you guys the other day. You had asked what foundation shade is that, and I said N4. I meant N5. I'm running out. Oh no. I do apologise that I keep on using this concealer. I'm not too sure whether this has been restocked yet, but I'm taking the H&B Cosmetics concealer. But if you have not tried this concealer yet, you really need to. It's so good. But you can also get it on the Be Perfect Cosmetics website. That's where I get all my H&B Cosmetics products, and you can use my discount code and get 20% off. Do you know what I'm using? Wet sponges. They're damp. If you're new here, if you are new, I use dried beauty sponges. Serial killer behaviour, right? But no, I use my sponges dry, personal preference, and I washed my brushes last night. Look how nice my babies look. Ah! It was a long time coming. They really needed a bath. They were disgusting. But I obviously washed my sponges as well, and they're still damp. I put on a wee bit more just to further brighten my under eye a wee bit, and then I'm also going to be taking that same concealer to do a wee bit of cream bronzing. The shade that I use to do my cream bronzing is SF5W, and this has honestly been my, would I say my go-to? Yeah, this definitely has been like my go-to cream bronzer at the minute, or the product that I would use for a cream bronzer. I absolutely love it, and I absolutely love how it blends out and how it looks on the skin. But it's just fabulous. It just blends out beautifully. What do you see? But the colour of it is perfect. But you can just see how nice and natural that looks. And I'm aware it's not natural. How it has just really, really nicely just warmed up my skin. And it blends out like absolute butter. Forehead. I'm going to be taking these two from Made by Mitchell. This is the Sweet Cheeks and Mango Daiquiri Blush, and I'm actually going to mix these. So I'm going to take a bit of mango daiquiri. I'm actually going to take 2 wee scoops of that and then 1 scoop of Sweet Cheeks, and I'm going to mix these two. That's what that looks like whenever it's mixed. Beautiful. These two mixed. Stunning. It just creates the most beautiful coral. Like, you have obviously like the pure orange pigment from this, and then just like a wee kiss of pink just kind of transforms it into like that really nice like coral. Beautiful. Don't have time for this. So skipping it onto my face. And then I'm just going to blend this in with another damp sponge. I see he's coming out with more products. They look like gel liners, gel eyeshadows in the wee pots. Oh, how beautiful did they not look? I honestly feel like Mitchell, Made by Mitchell, like his brand is just single-handedly carrying the beauty community at the minute. Honestly, like his products are just, I love them. They're so good. I don't have a lot of his products, to be honest, but what I do have, like, I love, and they're great. However, I wouldn't be the biggest fan on his blushes, you know, like the bronzy ones. I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan on those. I'm going to be taking my I Heart Revolution Coconut Scented Baking Powder. Whenever I was linking this in one of my previous videos, I had noticed that this powder is down to £2.50 on ASOS. Sprint, run, don't dander, run. If you know, and if you've been with me for quite some time, you'd know that this is my ride or die. Although with Coty Airspun, oh, nah, yous know, yous know this is like my powder. It's fabulous for the price of it. Like, just really nicely like sets and bakes your under eyes, sets your makeup in place, keeps it on all day, maintains the brightness within your under eyes, makes you look crazy. I'm going to take this Iconic London Silk Glow Duo, the Coral Glow one. I'm going to take the wee highlighter. And then I'm also going to take the blush that's on the other side. Oh, I realise I haven't been able to get the chance to speak to you yet. I haven't sat and filmed here since this all happened, but if you obviously have me on Instagram, you would have seen the post that I posted up last night, and if you obviously have Buff and Blend on Instagram, you'd have known about this a couple of days ago. But obviously, as you guys know, I have a collaboration with Buff and Blend. I have my signature brush collection, but Buff and Blend has decided to close down permanently. They had made the announcement on Instagram a couple of days ago, which is really sad because they are a small owned business here in Ireland, and they're so good. Like, I absolutely love their brushes. They have amazing brushes, and I have so many of them here in my collection that I use like every day. And then for me to have like my own brush set with them was just, it was just absolutely fantastic, and it was an absolutely amazing experience, and it's just something I'll always thank them for. Like, forgive me that experience, but I don't know, it's just well sad that they're now closing down obviously, so I'm sure maybe some of you are kind of wondering like what that means for my brush set. So my brush set is of course still going to be available, but once they're gone and they're sold out, they're gone. Like once they're gone, they're gone, but they are just to clear with a price of €20. So obviously I'm going to be biased and say that that is honestly like such a bargain for my brushes in terms of like the quality of them, and it's a 6-piece brush set. So just to let you know that my brush set is still going to be available. I'll obviously be keeping you up to date with all of that, and it is going to be staying at €20 by the way. So just in case you're wondering is that price going to change, it's always going to be now at €20 because it is being reduced to clear, unfortunately. I was just using my Colourpop Super Shock bronzer there in Beecham. I'm of course going to be taking my 01, which is my big fluffy crease brush. I think I might take a mixture of Body Talk and Figurine, these two shades here. So just popping this shade just within my crease. I'm also going to slightly wing it out as well. Killing it. Next up, and I'm going to be taking this on my 04, which is my wee petite blending brush. It's kind of like the smaller version of my 01. Just to add a wee bit of depth. I'm using this smaller petite blending brush to be a wee bit more precise with my blending and placement. I think I'm going to switch to my 06 brush. So this is my flat packing brush, and I'm going to start packing that Killing It shade just on the outer corner. Then I'm taking my 02, which is also kind of like a petite blender, but it comes into more of a point, whereas my 04 is a wee bit more like fluffy, whereas my 02 comes into more of a point, if you can see the difference in the two of them. And I'm now going to go into this shade here, just kind of keeping it within this area here. Because it is our darkest shade, I'm definitely wanting to be more precise with it, hence why I used this slightly smaller brush. And I'm going to take my 04. I'm not going to take any more product on that brush because obviously, as you can see, it is dirty now, so it obviously has a wee bit of product left on it, but I'm just using this brush to kind of further diffuse that shade out a wee bit, and I'm just using like really small light pressure. And again, taking my 04. I'm actually going to take a wee bit of Figurine just to kind of help me blend this a wee bit. Just going back in with all the different shades that we used, building them up, blending them out, just really introducing and adding a wee bit more depth to the eye, but also blending as we go. I'm absolutely loving this eyeshadow palette. These shades and tones are beautiful. So I'm going to take my 05 and I'm going to go into that darkest shade, and I'm going to pack this on the outer corner, just along my lash line. I'm going to swatch all of the shimmer shades here so we can actually see what they all look like. I'm tempted to go with that one, like keeping it quite dark. Kind of like a dark, grungy, autumnal, smoky eye. What do we think? It's the Mud Pot shade. It's this one. So just going on with my finger, I'm just going to apply this to the inner corner of my lid first of all. Just swiping that on. I'm not going to take a lot of it, I'm going to kind of build it up as I go along. Now to do my liner and lashes. I'm just going to do that off camera just to kind of speed myself up. I'm going to take in the Mega Liner from Wet n Wild, the Be Perfect Cosmetics mascara, the Be Perfect Cosmetics eyelash glue, and these wee eyelashes from, I think they're from Shein. I took the Be Perfect Cosmetics Gel Say Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Blackout, so it's obviously just like the black one. And I'm going to take my 03 brush to apply this. So I'm just going to do my tight line. And my waterline. I'm going back into the palette, taking the shade here on my 05. And I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. Bringing it the whole way into the inner corner as well. Going into killing it. So my granny is coming up to my house at the weekend, and this is gonna be her first time seeing my new house. And I'm not even joking, all week I have been in cleaning mode. Her and my mum are coming up on Saturday afternoon. So Saturday morning I'm going to be running around this house like a literal headless chicken, cleaning and tidying literally everything, making this house absolutely spotless. Like, I don't know about anybody else's granny, but like, old people are just so brutally honest. Like, no filter at all. Even Kyle has been like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to help you with? Will I hoover while you dust? Will I mop while you hoover? What do you want me to do? Ooh, I'm loving this makeup look. I've literally just left out a nude. We seen it coming, didn't we? So I'm going to be taking my Morphe Sweet Tea lip liner. This is running so low. And then I'm taking the Be Perfect Cosmetics lipstick in, what is this, First Kiss? Oh my frig. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try and warm up my hands a wee bit. I think this must be the matte one. Oh, she's dry. Okay, I'm going to scoot and get a Colourpop lippy sticks thing because it's very dry on my lips. So this is Dream Date. Yeah, I think that's be quite nice. I'm just going to put it in the centre of my lips. And that'll do it. So guys, this comes to the end of this tutorial. Thank you all so much for watching. How beautiful is this palette? I absolutely love this eye makeup look. I love how smoky it is. I'm not going to say grungy because I know the last time I done like a grungy makeup look, I literally had people coming for my throat claiming that it wasn't grungy. So I daren't say the word grungy. But yeah, stunning. What do you think? It's just this time of year, love it. The shades, the tones, how they blend it, how they performed, how they look. Literally cannot fault this palette. Of course, I will have everything listed and linked down below in the description box as well for you guys. And of course, don't forget to check out my brushes as well. As I had mentioned, Buff & Blend is unfortunately closing down for good, and my brushes are now on clearance sale at 20. Every time I say euros, it throws me off because I'm not euros, I'm in pounds, because I live in the north of Ireland and it confuses me. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one.